very sophisticated. I've never encountered this level of sophistication in any other psychological pathogen I've ever worked with. And it's not only sophisticated, it's extremely malignant and vicious. It has 3 levels of defensive structures. The first and primary level is to remain hidden. It has 2 ways it remains hidden. First, it hides behind the child, and then it projects the focus of attention over onto you, the targeted parent.
Like the Wizard of Oz, don't look behind the curtain. Secrecy is how this thrives. Truth is how we stop this pathogen. So take it a step further. Yes, the pathogen hides behind the child, and the pathogen convinces the child it's all their decision.
If, however, someone is able to penetrate the veil of concealment that hides the pathogen and actually sees the pathogen, this then represents the pathogen's ability to enact pathology. Pathogen must enact pathology.
I've said it before, but I will say it again. As a child who's been manipulated to reject a parent, and you are the one who's hiding the pathogen without even knowing it, you think you're making the right decision. You think you're doing the right thing. And there's a proverbial knife being held at your back the whole time.
And the mother's supported to abuse the child.
This pathogen is...
If you've not worked it out, the pathogen is a narcissistic parent abusing the child and teaching the children to hate half of who they are. Hate daddy, hate mummy, hate that other parent. And Poland supports this, and Scotland and the UK, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand supports this level of child abuse. The only way forward is 50-50 parenting, and Poland must pay for the abuse.
Poland will pay for this abuse. I was speaking to a friend yesterday, a friend from the past, when we were teenagers and 20-year-olds, we would go on holidays together. He was a professional boxer. He's now a lecturer at Glasgow Uni. And just how our lives can change and be moulded by our decisions. And that's a question I'd like to ask today. Because I'm a father and my children are abused by my ex-partner, I want to talk a bit about trauma. Every day, when I come on these live YouTube things, as a mother or father that's worried about their children, you'll have people firing details that are very negative towards you. And then you'll have people firing things that are very, very positive. And I would ask those parents who have nothing but can manage to smile, don't let either of those decisions or thoughts affect you. Because whether they're saying they're going to assist you or help you or make your life a misery, or they'll come and beat you, I certainly don't think it's something to worry about. And I've watched people suffer loss many times before. And I think it's been about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks since the murder of the father, Charlie Kirk. And if you've not noticed, the number of anomalies surrounding his death, his family, his boss. His boss was Jesus. I'm talking about who he decided to show his support to. Now I've lost people that I've loved. I've lost my father, so I've lost someone very, very close to me. And I was never in that real joking mood. I mean, I'm a bit of a joker. I'm probably just a bit of a joke. I've always liked a joke. I've always liked to carry on. I've liked to be someone bringing joy into people's life all through school and everyone. That's why I was kind of popular, quite happy to make a fool of the big people, or a fool of the teachers, or the football managers, but all in jest, good-spirited stuff. But now that good-spirited jest is so dark and demonic. I don't think it's just me that can't laugh weeks after being at the funeral of my father. I still, to this day, 10 years, 11 years later, can't quite grasp he's gone because he was taken so early, but I'm sure a lot of us feel that way. But I'm watching the response from the Erica Kirk. Now this is my opinion, and my opinion is very similar to that of my ex-partner. I don't trust anything about this poor woman, poor mother. Yeah, I don't see that label. I don't see that because it looks as if she's trying so hard to have that. It's just looking through the smiles when they were on stage talking about the death of her husband, when she's on his show. And I didn't watch any of these shows. I didn't watch his execution. I didn't watch his show given by the states, the president or whatever, the predators. And they're showing themselves to be absolute predators. You're seeing a lot of these things that reflect the storyline of movies, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the Snake Eyes movie with Nicolas Cage, and you've seen the relative storyline between that and the execution of this poor man. And I believe we have a lot of women through Freemasonry and the Catholic cult which are willing to abuse, are willing to break family, are willing to take payoffs. I'm not saying she's done that. I'm saying it looks as if there's a possibility that something is so gone here, so twisted, that a man like myself, I know the mother of my children and the depth and darkness and deceitfulness and hatefulness of her lies, the way she speaks about people. I understand just how demonic, how she's taken over. As any type of human, she's been taken over by a beast, and I can see some demonic possession through every single person that's appearing on TV, every single one of these people. People that sell children, family out for money. Erica. And if anyone knows Erica, I don't know, man. It's just so sick to know my own children have been sold out medically, and when I say my children been sold out medically, I hope you understand what I'm saying. And maybe you giggle at child abuse because many have come on and been so dark, and the way we speak about these things. But it wouldn't surprise me if Erica lived at 27 Acacia. Wouldn't surprise me if Erica was Banana Man, or is Banana Woman. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a secret demonic cult that's taken over, and it's right in front of your face. But it manages to tell you everything you want to hear, in between telling you everything it's doing to you. My family, the abuse of my children, this is no accident. And I know she has received help from the security services in Scotland. She's received help from funded charity. I mean, I think there's many women, sleeper cells, willing to go have children and steal them and take them away. This isn't uncommon. It's spoken about as if it is uncommon. But women are abusing children all over the place right now. If we're going to fund security services to go on and talk or try and make parents that don't see their children feel suicidal, We need to get the message that these guys are wrongins. Even as I walk down this street, I walked down this very street for many, many years. In 2020, I was stopped from travelling. All of us were. Something happened. They shut down all the planes, the trains, you get stopped from going to work. And even to walk the street, that was illegal. They made that a crime. And so many of you are so easily psychologically manipulated to despise the truth or any version of the truth or any version of what's close to being true, that you like to shoot the messenger. Charlie Kirk was a messenger, and he had something you didn't really see, which was the minds and hearts of so many children in America. And Donald Trump isn't backwards and going forwards when he tells you, I let you know before you started working for me, I was a snake. His own words, he let you know that he was a snake. Your president let you know that. He told you, his own words, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, you already have. You've stolen 1 million hearts and minds of young America, which are in a prime way to be massaged and moulded into what they want to do. And you can see it in the UK, they're getting that digital footprint for every single person, taking away every single person's right. And their demons doing it. There's not one of these people are decent people, not one of them are. They're thieves and liars, and we seem happy, even though they're millionaires, for all you poor people to be throwing money at the millionaires when you get to execute one of the decent ones. When they execute one of the decent ones, we pay for that. We pay for that murder, we pay for the execution. Who is it we're paying off for that execution? You know it was an execution, yeah? So who's paying for it? The people that supported him? It's the same people that support him, the abuser of my children. My ex-partner is so overtly and overly abusive in every single way. I can show it in court documents. This is why I get over emotional. Everything I'm telling you is court documented about her parasitic child abuse, about her child abduction, about the parental alienation and the methodology she uses to do that. The number of beds she would hop between to get assistance, the number of lies she would tell, and even still to this day when I think back, the number of times where these huge arguments, I've never been part of these massive explosive arguments she would create on like a Friday or Thursday. And within 15-20 minutes of joining in with her argument, her bag that's already packed would be grabbed and she'd be out the door and she would be away up the north coast of Scotland or up the west coast of Scotland. And she would disappear for 4 days at a time. And it would be your fault that she was totally abusive towards you. It's always your fault. It's the kid's fault she's abusive. It's your fault she's abusive. It's the doctor's fault she poisons them. It's the charity's fault that she lied about being raped. It's the charity's fault that she lied. It's not her fault. And this is what I'm seeing, in my own opinion, to be what this beautiful mother, Erica, seems to be doing, is playing a horrible game. I know my ex-partner on the outside and the looks of things may look a very beautiful woman, and many men are taken in by looks. I have to open this gate. Because I realised it was the weekend at some point. But I realised more so that most of the people I know have sold out. Have sold out for a few tenors. Whether it's the young team or not. They've sold themselves out. No matter what you're looking at on mainstream, the way they're making you think is children don't hold value, but violent women do. Children hold no value in this culture, whatever it is. And we're very happy to support violent women. I believe the clues are all over the place if you only have eyes that can see. And I'm not trying to say that in some conspiratorial manner. There's not a chance that you think this is conspiracy with what's going on and what's happened. It may be conspiracy that I believe the charities and things we are funded just to break up family. Maybe that's a conspiracy I made up in my own head. But it's court documented that Women's Aid, a Scottish funded charity, offered the story of false allegations of sexual assault and physical assault. That's a funded charity. And people say, why did you get upset about these things that are going on? Why are you emotional? Colin Smith. So, my brothers and friends and would have lots of fake names for themselves on the internet. The Freemasons and Catholics. Those are the people that are responsible for the breakup of family. For the most part, the Freemasons just pay off. They're the gang stalkers, the ones in control of the cash. Them and the Catholics just handing out tenors to the scumbags you used to call friends. Ones that says, I'll be there in 10 minutes, and they come 2 days later with an excuse that you're to blame. The same as the woman used to do when she abuses children. Men are doing that. So-called men are doing that. They're abusing kids every single day. We're not giving mothers and fathers any help. We're not giving decent parents and families any help. But violent women, we're going to fund them through the nose. We're going to fund violent lying beasts. Now, 2 weeks after my dad died, I think if anybody wanted to speak about what my dad done and everything else, I would have a through the teeth smile. And then at some point I would start to shake and cry. Now, if this was my partner, even if it was my ex-partner and something terrible happened to her, I couldn't act the same way as this woman acted, this mother of two. And my ex-partner's a mother of two, supposedly. And I seen how she acted. I see what she said. I got to hear what she said to my face and to other people's faces when it was court documented. Her face was red, scarlet red. Scarlet red. But now she's got another 10 demons, 100 demons. She's allowed the pharmaceutical giants to experiment on their children. She sold them out that way. She sold them out that way. She knows she's a beast for doing that. She's a beast. Her mother just is a beast. Her mother is a nasty, lying, vicious beast. What did she do to you? What did she do to you for you to do this to her children? What did she do to you for you to do this to her children? I'm watching this other mother, Erica. No, I don't think she pulled any trigger. I think she was hurt. But I see a big story behind us. I always see the big story behind us because our eyes don't focus on anything that's going on. We focus on what we want and the next bit of pleasure. And right now, try to keep the basic pleasure away from good men, good mothers, and children. because it's always 100% of children. I like to say, oh, it's 90% of men, such a huge portion. Oh, it's 10% of women, such a small portion. They are the cannon fodder. Those are the real suffering people. The 10 women being abused by these men and the state and the charity funded to help them. They'll break them down because they don't lie about being rapists. They don't lie about being raped. They don't lie about being beaten. Even when they're offered this information from a feminist charity funded to break family like Women's Aid, court-documented evidence proving that they're vicious feminist beasts, Scotland still funds vicious feminist beasts while the black and man aim stop me from working. These beasts are still passing out the same information to women that can be fanaticised, and trust me, any woman can. How much money has she got after the execution of her husband and father to her children? I believe my ex would be over the moon with the smallest percentage of that. She would actually pay for that to take place. And there's stories, and there is stories, Shishak. Most people I know in Gorzhov have been in prison. And now that I've been in Gorzhov, I've been inside their nasty wee dungeon. Not as a prisoner, as a terrorist. And I'm a terrorist to those in Gorzhov because they're child abusers. I'm a terrorist to them. I'll terrorise every child abuser. This is why the vicious actions of these charities, I couldn't care less if you're funded by the million. I am funded by nothing, and my friends, they won't bother their backsides to walk 2 minutes to help. In fact, they quite like to rub it in. Fathers of no one. Believe me, you have no one if you're a father. That small percentage of mothers, do whatever to them. When I heard these little Jesuit Freemasonic rats speak about Charlie Kirk as if they loved him and venerated him, you can see they planned a murder. You can see these people were sniggering at the thought of what Charlie Kirk was and what they have done and how they've taken over what his memory would have meant to those millions of children that believe in that foundation or believe in the message of Charlie Kirk. I'm not saying I believe in his message. I don't really know it. I didn't really follow the guy. I didn't really hear much about him. I did see him reading and answer questions to the odd left-wing crackpot, and I think lots of people viewed Charlie Kirk in that way. They've seen these left-wing crackpots all want to chop their bell ends and fill in their holes, you know, and pretend they're something different. And this is just crazy that we support this. Anything that can't produce children, we support. Anything that abuses children, we support. All right, so you're homosexual, right? I'm not going to have kids. We'll support you, right? So you're a mother. Oh, you want to be fanatical and kill that man? Yep, we'll support you. What about sticking your children on all the vaccine programs? Yep, we'll support you. And my ex, who was against all the vaccines, and then a complete reversal to 25 vaccines, 26 was it in Poland, in our children's veins. You dirty beast! You dirty beast! You'll suffer for that! If my son and daughter are suffering because of your choice, why have I not got to look at their faces or in their eyes in 3 years, you beast? This makes me worry every day. It makes me worry for my children every day. Who we support, what we fund. And the fact that the funding for child abuse in Scotland has been taken away. Yeah, thanks friends. Thanks government. Thanks family. My children are being abused by a woman that was funded by a charity that said I was a rapist. All lies and abusers, and all women that are funded. And if it's not women funded, you have to be a gay man not producing children to be funded. They'll fund any lesbian, they'll fund any of that. They're never going to produce anything. And the trans, you'll be killing yourself by the age of 40 or 50. Oh, but we've got 70-year-old trans. No, we've got 70-year-old mentally ill men and women that have been confused by the current regime. I'm not telling you any secrets. It's great to see how Colin Smith and the police have stopped any chat It's great to see how that 5 or 10 people that always come on and still watch the videos aren't up here liking, aren't up here putting down messages at the bottom. It speaks volumes that they control all parts. See the people being overly nice to you? I'm going to love bomb you. They're in the same side of the people that are pulling the trigger. They're in the same side as the people pulling the trigger. Don't separate the left and right. Don't separate the we love you and we hate you people. They're the very same. They're the very same. They're the very same people. Your friends that pretend, oh, I'll be up there in 2 minutes. Excellent, man. We'll be there. Let's go here first. No problem. They're not there for you. They don't want you to go and see your kids. They want the Freemasons and Catholics in their local area happy, because then they'll receive money from shutting this one up. You're getting this message today, aren't you? Loud and clear through here. You brainless Freemasonic minions. Minions. What, £24 saved this haircut was? £24 saved. Dr. Emmett Brown, if I was to blow dry it, I look like Dr. Emmett Brown, Back to the Future. We'll bring it back into smile. Alright, Billy, how you doing? Not bad, mate. Everybody gets to hear. I need help from you. I know there's only 2 likes out there from however many's come through this silly chat today, but this silly chat today, you have to know what's going on is nothing short of evil. The evil practices that are being carried out in front of your faces. The psychological manipulation games that have been played to you, are played against you, used against you and your family right now. Something's so wrong right now. Something is so wrong that people are supporting the murder of fathers. They're supporting vile women. We support vile women that abuse children. Vile, vile women. We fund disgusting child abusers. We fund the disgusting child abuser. We tell fathers like myself, shut up and stop talking about the Freemasons. Shut up and stop talking about them. I have men tell me that, shut up and stop talking about them. This is the message to you. Get it up you. I can talk about these Catholic cult members. I can talk about these Fabian murderers. I can talk about these Freemasonic child abusing scumbags. Yous are getting worse right now. Children are joining you, children. Children are joining you because you're giving them money. You're ruining all these 21-year-old, 22-year-old children's minds, giving them money they don't know how to use, giving them belief systems that are leading them into the same path as you child rapists, you child abusing pedos. You want to take down fathers, don't you? It's fathers you want to take down. And you're using mothers to do this. I see this, Mother Erica, and I don't trust what I see. Like the same way I don't trust the mother of my children. The mother of my children sold my son and daughter out to the pharmaceutical giants. We stopped them from being vaccinated. We know that vaccines are killing our kids and they kill you and they kill your minds. Yeah, oh, but we have to really believe 15 years ago that we're still pushing for this. No, not at all. You didn't believe then, and now we've got conclusive evidence. We've got conclusive evidence. And we're still poisoning our children. Now this woman went from being anti-vax to taking my children to Poland after having called me a rapist, after having been given that by a funded charity, and once she's across there, she then supports vaccines for children, and my children have to get put through a vaccine programme of a minimum of 26 vaccines. Now these 26 vaccines are going to I've not seen my children in 3 years now, and I don't trust this beast. She's not a woman. She's not a woman. She's a beast, a programmed beast. Now, I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk's partner was in any way similar to mine, but I'm telling you, behind every woman, 90% of them, even the ones that called themselves mothers, they'll sell themselves, they'll sell their children, they would sell any part of their body to make any bit of money. And I see this from my ex. She created fights out of nothing. Thursday, Friday, a fight would start from nothing after I come home from work. I was like, I'm just home from work. I'm just back. You don't do anything. You're out. What are you doing? You're serving some beer to the odd person for a couple of hours a day. I work non-stop, and she's made it seem that I've never been working. I've built a business. The only reason this woman seen me was because of what I had, money I had. Because I let her drive the car, because I gave her freedom. We could go out anywhere she wanted, and every month we went at least 2 holidays. And as soon as she's pregnant, she takes my children, she calls me a rapist, and she takes them to Poland. She stops believing that vaccines are bad for children. She injects them with every vaccine and keeps me out of life calling me a rapist. All of this is proven. All of this is court documented. Not one man or woman helps in this country. They wouldn't even help you do the most basic thing that they understand. There's things that I understand, and I speak about them. I speak about health. I speak about you gaining your health back. I don't care what sickness you have, I can help you. If you've got a sickness that makes you so broken and sick, I can help you get back to health. I can help you return back to health. Not a problem. Not a problem. I don't care what sickness you have, we can return you back to health. And most of you know that. Most of you that have read into sort of diets and biochemist diets and different nurses that have used different regimes, whether it's different teas or different protocols with different oils, you are more than aware that we can take a sick body even so close to death, minutes from death, and we can reverse that and we can make it healthy. These women are funded to break down the health of children from an early age. Get that umbilical cord cut. As soon as they're out, cut the umbilical cord. That's Poland's way. What's the baby out? Cut the umbilical cord. We don't want them feeling healthy. Minutes after being out, we need to inject them with this vaccine. Get them injected first. Seconds old, get my son injected. Polish are mental. They've sold themselves out to the medical establishment years ago. If you go to Poland, you'll see a pharmacy in every single corner. In every single corner of it, even the smallest towns, every second advert is about selling you drugs from the pharmaceutical giants that poison your children. And if you're willing to sell your children out, if you're willing to abuse your kids, they'll support you in breaking down the father of your children. They'll support you. Because the Catholic cult owns all these pharmaceutical companies. The Freemasons are just nothing but little minions of the Catholic cult. They're little minions that go about murdering, breaking families, having sex with men. Men, I'm talking about having sex with men. Women having sex with women. It's the Freemasons that do all of this. It's every single part of this, every single part of the storyline is written by the Catholic cult, and it's followed by every one of the sororities and fraternities breaking down their children's minds today. Yes, but your mind is broken. I'm not seeing any comments for a good reason, because the secret services, our police, the government police, the DAIU, the Domestic Abuse Investigation Unit, which is court documented to assist the child abusing women. Police Scotland are assisting child abuse. They assist child abuse. Now, I've already known a friend that's had police break into his house, and in front of his son, they've manhandled him and beat him. Yeah, he got rid of that policeman and Barhead. He got rid of the policeman because he's a violent, child abusing paedophile. Now, these paedophile protectors that wear checkerboard hats and clothing aren't on your side. They're funded to protect the wealthy and those in council buildings. They're not interested in your family, they're not interested in your health, they're not interested in the safety of your children, but they're interested in manipulating your children. They're interested in manipulating your family. They're interested in paying you and missus however much it takes to buy her off and make her some bed hopping, slapping, child abusing, paedophile protecting Catholic cult member. And that is an explanation of a Polish woman that's willing to abuse children. Now, there was a Polish woman in my town just 2 days ago who attacked and stabbed a woman from the council when the woman went to check a local house. I don't know if it was the annual check or the 3-yearly electricity or gas check or whatever it was. This Polish woman lost her mind so much she stabbed the council worker. Now, I'm not allowed to go into my council building because I tell this very same story to the council people, to their faces, and they complain because I've used the word rape, or I've used the word abuse, or I've pointed the finger at the police, I've pointed the finger at the state, and I get barred from the council building that I fund with my tax money. It's mine. It's not the people coming out of the country, it's not the illegal immigrants, it's not the pests abusing children, it's not the Freemasons raping kids, it's not the Catholic Church members abusing their own families and abusing your family. It's not the drunken collar wearers that are so hammered they couldn't care less about the safety of children. They've never had children, so don't know the real honour your children deserve. And if you're a mother or father and you don't know the real honour that your children deserve, like my ex-partner who's a beast, and a mother who's more of a beast, I can tell you, I know her great-grandmother. I got to speak to her before she passed away in Poland. And she told me the stories about how when they took, because Gorzów was called Landsberg in Germany. Before the end of the war it was called Landsberg, Germany. And she told us stories about how her and her friends and family, the Polish side, would tie the Nazi Germans to trees in the forest and steal their homes. They would tie Germans to the trees where they used to live. There's a lot of lakes and forests. So they would tie them to the trees and justify it by calling them Nazis. They're Nazis, they're Nazis. We can tie them to the tree and keep their homes. And the wild animals would come and get them. Maybe the bulls. You know. But there's enough there. And it was nice to speak to her great-grandmother, but her mother, her mother's a beast. Her mother's abusive. Her mother's a lie. You can see it in her face that something happened to her mother. Something terrible happened to her. But I always get to the point where when we grow up in adults and something terrible happened to you as a child, you need to accept responsibility for that and not do it to anyone else. And that's not a big thing. That's why we've got intergenerational child abuse, rape, paedophilia here. It's massive in Scotland. Such a tiny country, we control so much of this world. You think it's Britain controlling this place? It's not. It's where Alistair Crowley used to stay. It's where Jimmy Savile used to stay. It's where all of these beasts reside up the north of Scotland. All the beasts have homes in the north of Scotland. This is about taking Jesus and the family and breaking that up, having nothing to do with anything that's right or decent. You would educate yourself by hitting like and pressing subscribe, but get it up you if you do or don't. I couldn't care less anymore. You just don't care about what's right. Most of you are bought anyway. I'm here for the 0.01% of people. I'm here for the 0.01% of men that know their fathers. See that child? I would help that child over there. No way manipulate that child. And when I watch mothers and fathers, fake men and women, fake mothers and fathers, you deserve nothing of a mother and father title. And they'll lift their hands or raise their voice to their children. I've seen this 1,000 times here, and I've seen it 1,000 times in Poland. I've seen the way her mother manhandles my children, and I despise it. And they would say that they're afraid of me. You should be afraid of me. You should be afraid of me. If you've laid your hands on my children, you should be afraid of me. You said you were against those vaccines and you gave your children 26 of them. You beast. You beast. You beast. 100 men sticking up for that beast and the beast's mother. Polish people know I love them. The Polish people, the Polish friends, the Polish family. I'm talking so many Polish men have reached out and showed me so much love, and it was a love from my father, the men that love their children, the men that stand by their children, and they have beastly women selling them out, and so many of you know who I'm talking about. So many of you on here know who I'm speaking about, because this isn't just those guys in Poland, it's your women in America, Australia, New Zealand, it's the security services on here that take a payout, such a little payout. Gang stalkers, child abusers, paedophiles, and I'm just telling you, my country highlights that, lifts that up, and see these witches that are willing to be part of this Freemasonic system. And I'm saying my ex is a witch, I'm saying her mother's a witch, and I've seen the witchcraft her mother uses, the beast tinfoil hat. You want to call people that tell you the truth and call them tinfoil hat? What about these Catholics? These are really wearing tinfoil hats with little antennas on top. I've seen the antenna, the tinfoil hat antenna in your kitchen, you crazy Polish beast. You tried to buy my children off your daughter, didn't you? I'll let you know, she paid for nothing. She paid for not a single thing, not a thing. Not a thing did she pay for. And she tries to make it seem that I am the one that's always been on the take and I don't care about my kids. I've seen girls before that have had children, and I paid for those children. I've paid for those children, and other women who I've seen, they can always, if at any point they're going to be honest, which I don't think many women are going to be honest. You've got no reason to be honest, because all you're going to do is help a man and some children, and women don't help men and children. Nah. You might love bomb for a few days, weeks and months, and then you'll show your true colours. The security services have caught on. It's been a week I've had to tell you about how busy I've been, literally getting 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people watching on this channel. We're what, 350 now? And I see that's gone up. It went, 10 people joined this channel yesterday. 10 of you joined. How come there's only 6 likes if 10 joined yesterday? Is it all fake child abusers that are joining? How come there's only 6 likes here if 10 people joined yesterday? You see what I'm saying, you beasts? It's like you can quite easy catch you out. And I know there's so many friends. Oh, that's Joe, he's my friend. Two-faced pigs. Yeah, two-faced pig. Brother? How long would you travel and not go and visit a blood brother? Sell out pigs. Sell out piggy. You little Freemasonic minion pig. Brother. You found your brothers. Every one of yous fly up north for some reason. That's where Alistair Crowley was. Every one of you got there. Every one of you beastly little Obenites. You know what I'm speaking about, don't you? You beasts. And in all those hotels, listen, if there's anyone here, have yous in the UK, go to a BT internet exchange, like an old BT internet, maybe in one Glasgow City, maybe in Manchester or London. See how many of those are number 33. Go see how many of those buildings, the BT buildings, are number 33. Try and find some secret tunnels and roads. We have them everywhere. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have them everywhere. We have them leading from these lovely buildings that we call churches all over the town. We have them leading from the bandstand in the park all over the town. Only the beasts get the knowledge. And I was with you when you joined, Craig. Remember that? With 1918, what was it? 18 years old. I decided not to join the Freemasons, Joe. I went for one of those things. You're a beast. I could tell you lied from the very first day you joined, Craig. I knew the very first day you joined. When you joined, you little beast, you lied to me to my face. The first trick you had to do, the first bit of conniving you had to pull off, you lied to my face. You lied to my face. And then one by one, they all started dropping. They all started going, Jesuit Freemason, Jesuit Freemason. Every one of you started to sell out your own kids, because by that point, you had been beefed and you had beefed little kids. Pals in your area, let's force him to do stuff to me that pleases me for 2 minutes. That will never escape you. It will never escape you. It will never escape that you've done that. You beasts. Men and women locally, no, worldwide. They're treated the very same as what I'm explaining to you, to break up family, to have no respect for their own children. They don't want people that have respect for children. They don't want people that have respect for God. They don't want people that have respect for family and decency and compassion. Yeah, I'll use the word empathy. Maybe I can't feel empathy because I can't feel how you feel, but I understand that when you feel that broken feeling inside, I need to say, wow, I understand that because I've felt it. Maybe it's not the same as your pain, but I can relate. I don't need to go into the mental illness and I know how you feel, I'm empathic that way. No, I can't ever feel that, but I can let you know I've felt broken, and I can tell you it's by design. They're poisoning your children by design. They're cutting the umbilical cord early by design. They're making mothers and giving them money as long as they're beasts by design. Women's aid is funded by the Scottish Government by design. We're breaking families by design. We abuse kids by design. And you ones that were abused as kids, if you abuse kids, I'll put you 6 feet under. If I hear anything about you, I couldn't care if you've got the team of people. I don't care if you've got my mates that pretend to like me. I don't care if you get people that come to my door late at night. I don't care if you get people to come in and play about with me, play about with my windows, play about with the noises in my house because I'm in some place that I don't really feel safe in. I fear God. Not you. Not any one of you. Even the ones that are willing to come on, give me your phone number and I'll go FaceTime you and I'll... What, you're going to beat me over this? We tiny men can beat me. That's not what hard is. That's not what being a father is. That's not what being a man is. I don't care if you're 25 foot tall, I'll stand up against you. And I'm telling you, the biggest men know this. The biggest men know this. The biggest men that are my friends know this. And I'm telling you, the biggest men that are my friends know this. Not you, you little shitbag. Not you, you fake brother. Not you, you Freemason. Not you, you Catholic liar. And when I mention Catholic and Freemasons, that's it. Tight as that. If you've heard every single sorority and fraternity, they're run by these monks, these by punks, these knob ends, backbiters, backbiting child abusers. That's who we're dealing with on a daily basis. Backbiting child abusers. You want to call yourself trans? No, we want to ruin everything that can produce children. We want to ruin everything that believes in God. We want to ruin everything that's got some self-decency, control and love. We want to ruin everything that's got any respect. You've managed it. You've managed it. Now you're putting mothers on TV 2 weeks after their husbands have been executed. She didn't know he was going to die of cancer. It wasn't a long disease. It wasn't some long, oh, I can get over this that he's dead. No, he was shot viciously through the neck. This is madness. Well, mate. It's madness that any of you think that anything going on right now is normal. My children been abducted from this country and it being funded by Scotland and the Scottish Government and a Scottish charity. That's not normal. That's not normal. It's not normal for the UK to be funding the breakdown of family. And when you take a step back, you know it is. That is right. This is exactly what they're doing. They're funding this. They're funding that my children can be abducted. They're funding the vicious lying beast. They're funding the fact that I can be called a rapist. They're funded every single part of this. What can a father do? What can children do? What can our children do? Because we've got nowhere to turn. We've got nowhere to turn for very good reason, because it's designed that way. Because somebody can actually say, I said I was a snake. I told you I was a snake, and you come and vote for me. I said I was a snake and you vote for me. This is the people you fall for. They dangled a paedophile in front of your face. Look, this is a 90-year-old paedophile, Joe Biden. He's look, just some stupid old man. We know he's been all over his nieces and nephews and any other child. Or Donald Trump, the man that's going to pull the wool over your eyes. He owned every one of these businesses. His little fingers and thumbs are in everywhere. I need your help to see my children. They were abducted from Scotland to Poland. A child abuser, a woman known to abduct through the court, the Child Abduction 1980 Hague court case, was assisted after a court case of child abduction. After I won the court case. After she admitted to saying that I was a rapist and it was a lie, she was still trusted. She's still trusted. We still trust the feminist liar. We still trust the feminist beast. We still trust the funded child abuser. And we've got people still to this day, my fake friends, joining the Freemasons. I've got family member joining the Knights. What are you thinking, a knight? You think you go about with a wee big sword and you're on the back of a horse? You think that's what you do? You fruitcakes. What they do is pretend that you're a little boy and you play these little mind games and create the scenario. In real life is what's going on. Child abusing pedos, man, all over my country. Bringing Polish women in to have sex with the men, have children, and then abuse kids. Selling them out to the big pharma. Selling them out to whatever's going on in that country. I mean, it's like, you're going to suffer for what you've done to your children. Poland, you're going to suffer for what you've done to your children. Lubuskia specifically. And the prosecutor Catherine, the friend of this family abusing children, you beast, this was court documented. It was court documented that she was she lied about being raped, and you trust her? You still trust her? She's a court documented liar, and that's who you trust? And all of the lies against me, at no point did you go, can we not trust this guy for 10 minutes because it's just been proven that she lied about him constantly? Not at any point did you say that. Not at any point did you assist the father and his children. America's the same, New Zealand's the same, Australia's the same, everywhere in Europe's the same. If you're a beast, if you abuse children, they'll fund you. We love cruelty. We fund cruelty. My request is we all got off of these things. I'm talking about our mobile phones. Yeah, we can keep uploading onto these things, the YouTube, Google thing. We'll always give them the two fingers. I mean, the one man that you should go and watch, you should be watching idiots like me. Today I've got, 40 odd people watching. That seems about right. Not 5,000. I've only got 300 odd subscribers. 12 people pressing like. You'd expect maybe 12 people like this message. So realistically, from the 350, there's about a handful, there's a dozen people that support this slavery grey old man. Because you can see through the anger, you can see through this visceral hunger to see his own children. You can see through that 100-mile stare. And I guarantee most of you know, I've got nothing, not a thing to lose, not a single thing to lose. Every one of you people hurting me, you've got lots to lose, you've got lots to lose. The boys not helping, the boys turning their back, the fake friends, the idiotic brother family. You've got lots to lose now, haven't you? Is that where you wanted to be by this point? You get to this point in your life and have so much to lose, it would be so easy for you. Oh, that's amazing. I've paid off my mortgage and I've got this holiday home in Spain, and I decided to buy myself a wee apartment in Poland because I go there quite often. I was in that position until I met this beast. My children took precedence in importance. While the Royal Bank of Scotland stole my house, they stole my fully paid mortgage home. While they take away and kill my dad, have my children abducted. Do you think there's anything behind this? Really? No, this is normal. Erica, the reaction from a woman that's had her husband's face blown to pieces, that's normal. Having my children taken away and sold by this Polish child abusing beast after she's admitted it's a Scottish charity, a Scottish funded charity that taught her to abuse. They talked her into it. I mean, this is court, what I'm telling you is court documented in Poland. This is all available to the prosecutors that threw me in a prison cell and called me a terrorist. They threw me in a dungeon, called me a terrorist. As I told them that I was beat this woman said I beat her. Well, she beat me to bits. I've got a scar here and a scar here, and she knocked out my front tooth. That was a time where I caused trouble, where she had to go away for a long weekend up the north of Scotland and spend it with her friends and a whole group of men she used to sleep with. She done that every other weekend. And I took it. It was me being a horrible man, and I wasn't working hard enough. I wasn't buying her enough designer clothes. I wasn't getting her enough designer makeup. So I could get near a wee tiny designer foo or whatever you want to call it. I was the idiot. I've made my mistakes. My children should not suffer because of what she's deciding to do, but because we're funding the fanaticist pig. We're funding the fanatical feminist beast. Even women that aren't part of the fanaticism, they aren't part of the bestiality, they still don't like the message coming from me, and I understand it. I mean, I have to get through what I call brothers and friends and family. Do you think anyone's going to stand up for me? I'm ripping apart the people I call brothers and friends and family, the ones that will be here, and it's like, I know, I'll definitely come and help you. Next day text, next day phone, next day everyone you're ignored, and you're talking, they've travelled 15,000 miles, and you won't travel 2 minutes to come and speak to me. Or you said you would be down, and like I've texted you 100 times, should I just keep texting and being the fool? Now I don't even get to look at my son or daughter's face because these criminals have done something, and they know I'm going to... the billion zloty court case against Lubuska, Poland, this is happening. They abuse children through the Catholic cult. They have people in my country, there's many Catholic churches in this place, in Glasgow. But it's the cult members that run the thing. My ex was a witch that abused children. The witch part? She doesn't have a broom. But she does have a wicked smile on her face as she hurts you and hurt your children and hurt your family. She will smile at that. It's sick to see. She'll giggle at the fact that she's used fake allegations of rape against you. She'll giggle at that. She'll giggle at that. She'll giggle at how that ruined your life and made you lose your jobs. It stopped from day one. From day one, you never seen your children after that properly ever again because she said that. You never seen them properly, unsupervised when she wasn't there, when someone, because she lied. It took years of trauma to get that time back with your kid, and you don't get it back. You get the time there and then, and I only got the time there and then when I was pressured in Poland. Accept this now, or you don't see your kid. Accept it now or don't see your kid. That's what happened. Polish beasts, Polish liars, Polish child abusers, Polish Catholic cult members that abuse children are funded in Scotland through Women's Aid. Edinburgh Women's Aid funded the Polish child abuse. Edinburgh Women's Aid funded the Polish child abuse. The DAIU assisted in the abduction. Police Scotland assisted the abuser. I, at every point, was taken as guilty. Never assumed innocent. Never given the right of assumed innocent. Even though I'd never raped anyone before, even though I'd never been in a fight before, still to this day, I've been jumped, I've had to fight. Like, you walk in Poland and you have these names cast against you by a Polish woman that men tend to like, and you will get jumped in Poland. I know, it happened to me. But the thing is, I'll defend myself and I'll do it pretty well. I know what hurts you. But I'll not be the person coming over to get you. If I've got a question to ask you and I think I need to ask you, I'll come and ask you. I know there's a lot of little effeminate boys that try and turn every situation into a physical fight. Or even some of them use knives or weapons or these things. And the more you use, the more cowardly you know. Everyone sees you as. You're a coward. Those abusing kids, coward. There's so many women abusing kids. You're just cowards. Cowards abusing kids. Feminist cowards abusing kids. And I'll tell you, my ex-partner and mother, you're cowards abusing kids. You used everything to help. You used the funded feminist charities. You used the doctors. You use the psychologists and psychiatrists, and every one of them, they don't even have a brain. You showed how stupid your entire country is. That Gorzhov, that Landsberg part, that is awash with backwards child abusers. That is a Catholic cult. Every one of you that don't stand up for children in Gorzhov and fake Landsberg. And Landsberg, that's where you held the Nazi, that's where you held Hitler, and that's where you now abuse children. You abuse children. Polish women abusing children. If there's a Polish woman out there and you know Gorzhov Wielkopolski and you've not sent an email to the Polish embassy or Polish government, I know women that are funded to abuse children. I know it's a Catholic cult. I know the Catholics hide behind every single thing they set up. Catholics set up hate. Catholics set up the Jesuits. Catholics, they set up the thought of, oh no, evolution's real. Yeah, everything's a billion, bajillion years old, because Catholics told you. It was a priest that invented it, so it must be true. It must be true. They come and they ruin family, they come and they ruin lives, they put collars around men that rape children, they protect paedophiles, they fanaticize women. And this is happening in your doorstep, in your town. Yes, Polish might be 90-95% Catholic cult, but every one of your countries are infected by the beast. Every one of your countries are infected by Freemasons. Every one of your countries have these Jesuit Fabian pigs. Pigs, especially the Eastern Start pigs, the ones pretending to be female. The feminist pigs are pretending to be female. Her mother especially. You fat, ugly, child abusing beast, you lying beast. I know she sent you money every single week. Where was she getting this money from? Was she stealing money and sending it to you? I know she tried to blackmail her ex-boyfriend while seeing me as well. You tried to actually commit fraud against your ex-partner while you were seeing and having children with me. You're trying to take money and extort Leszek. You're extorting Leszek. You thieving beast. Thieving beast. And you mean to be a thieving beast, and your mother's a thieving beast. Financing your children to finance your life and what you want. I'm the idiot for ever trusting you, you Polish lying beast. And listen, when I was teaching English in Poland, there was this one woman, when we would go to chart, and chart, I think that means devil or hell, you know, it's like going to hell. And we would meet up there and we would have like a cup of tea or a beer or a glass of wine, and we would sit and we'd chat in English. And there was women in there, and I spoke to a woman called Kasia, and she was disgusted having a similar name to you because she knew how much of a beast you were. She knew what you were willing to do. Even sharing a name with you made her feel sick. Sharing a name with you, she lived just outside Gorzów and she knew you were a beast. She knew you were a child abusing lying beast. She felt sick in her gut because she had the same name as you. You sick beast. You make Polish women sick. You make Polish mothers sick. You sick beast. Oh, how can you put this mother down? Mothers don't do this. Mothers don't sell out and abuse children. This Babcha beast did that. This fake mother beast did that. And at the same time, getting all the support, getting all the lies. Even if she admitted the lies and support, it didn't make any difference or make her life hard. They don't give me my house back and my children back after stealing it. I worked for what I had, and that Polish child abusing liar stole it. She didn't deserve to have children. I've screwed up having children with a beast. It was only because I had so much love for her that we could have children, because she had no love in her. She'll never have love for anyone but herself. Sell-out beast. She'll never have love for anyone but herself. She'll have love for no one. No one. Anyone that spent a week or a day or 10 or 5 or 2 or 3 seconds with this beast could get that. They would get it, boom, like that. But they wouldn't want to admit it. Oh, I want to get my joy out of you first, and she'll sell herself. It won't cost much, but she'll get much more than you expected. She'll always get much more. I'll leech your little claws inside you. She's got the charities there to back her up. Wait a minute, he's not a rapist. Let's call him that. Are you sure we can do this? Women's Aid. Women's Aid have said so. Let's call him a rapist. Funded charity. Funded charity. Let's shoot the messenger. That's what you do here. Let's shoot the messenger. You shoot the messenger because you kill the fathers, because you abuse the children. You want to break up family because when there's no families left to break up, all you've got is children confused and lost. No fathers there, no head of the home, and that's the whole point. Taking away children from their fathers, taking away children from the strong man. Women aren't being strong. You can see that. You can see that with this woman. Erica. Erica is Banana Man. 27 Acacia. Is that right, Freemasons? Yeah? 27 Acacia. 27. Is that how many knew? Is that the secret? That secret number? That's how many knew? Abusing my children, having lots of wee minions, turning their back on me, fake brothers, fake friends. You want me to commit suicide in this town? Nah. You come after me at night, don't you? sneaking outside my windows. I'll leave my door open. You just put a wee comment down there. You'll need to put another wee comment on the actual comments, because the police have stopped us, because I've ripped the police and the security services. They have got no control over anything that's done here. They can stop the comments, but they can't stop that. Motormouth, shut it Motormouth, that's what you say, shut it Motormouth. You're making the DAIU look like as if they're the abusers. Yes, child abusers. You're making Police Scotland look as if they're paedophile protectors. Yes, you are paedophile protectors. You're making the Scottish Government look as if they would never help any child or family. No, they don't ever help any child or family. They fund their downfall, because we always bring on beasts as First Ministers, paedophiles, not just protectors. Nicola Sturgeon was very similar to my ex. Never trust her with a child. Never trust her in a child's area. Never trust her anywhere close. But if you're a man and you've got the man's face, this is what they don't trust. This is what they don't trust. They don't trust this. And I can see why. Like Alistair Crowley, he lives just up the road from me. Oh, Jimmy Savile, you're Jimmy Savile's love child. Ha ha ha, please. Come on back online. Go and make me busier by giving me your terrible chat. Because people want to listen to my terrible chat. And you propel me into tens of thousands of people. There's only 400 people, 350 people that want to hear this nonsense out of this Scottish stupid mouth, because I know some people like this. 15 people have liked this out of hundreds. 15 people. That shows me the security services are there. It shows me that lots of your wee Freemasonic minion buyout, sellout lowlives. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. The same person I spoke to the other day, I'm talking to you. The ones that you can't look in my eyes. I'm talking to you. Beast. Fake friends. Fake brother. Well, look me in the eyes. Come and see me and speak me. Sneaking round my house at night time trying to make me have any kind of fear inside me. You beasts. Stopping me from getting employment in the country. Stopping me from working a job or a business. Scotland is full of beasts, child abusing beasts, and we fund feminist beasts. Now, if you want to come and shoot the messenger, come and do so. You come every single day and try and threaten me. I've got next to nothing to eat, next to no pleasure. Last night, what did I have for fun last night? What, a cigarette and a Mars bar? Try to poison myself with that too? Give me more stuff to poison myself with. You know, I'll get it done for you, yeah? Freaks. Freaks try to steal my kids. And I don't care if you're a friend or family member. See, when I think, you know, I think that's why you're staying back. I've got family members that are 6'5" as well. I might only be scraping the top of 6 foot. I might be only scraping that. Bigger than half the little minions going about here, selling themselves, selling their children, and selling their back ends, biting pillars. You Catholic and Freemasons. Come and get me then. My own family's involved. People listening here are involved. It's about time most of yous knew that you have to stand up on your own 2 feet and see if they slag you off and put you down. Accept it. Accept it. They're only slagging you and broken because they're slagged and broken. They're bought off. They can never be what you are. If you've never sold yourself, they can never get what you've become. You're untouchable to these scumbags that have sold out. Sold out for tenors. I've sold out for tenors. In fact, this town sold out for tenner bags, you know. These scumbags sell out for pennies, mate. Pennies. Freemasonic sellout, penny pinching lowlives. Oh, I've got a few grand. Scumbags. They can take that off you like that when you don't help your mates, you freaks. Brother, coming across, how many 1,000 miles did you travel? Brother, freak. Imagine having a brother travel how many 1,000 miles and not even bother coming up the 5 minutes walk. Now, you'll bother getting pissed up in alcohol, eh? That's what controls you. All of you, I'm talking to every one of you fake brothers. And the friends and brother I'm speaking to, you know exactly who I'm speaking to. I know there's people that know you out there. You think it's funny. You think it's funny, don't you? Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you want to see a man lose all his friends, lose everyone in his family, lose everyone in his neighbourhood, go out on a Sunday morning and shout about it. Then you can press like and subscribe. This is a man that doesn't get to see his kids. If you don't get to see your children and you know that you're a decent human being, contact me. Contact me. We can figure something out. We can do something about this. The love bombing people, the people that they're like try to show me so much love, I can see through your stupidness. I can see through that. I'm going to be dropping a video today, and I expect it to be getting between 5 and 15 views. Now that is higher than what they would normally get, the 5 and 15 views. The video I'm going to be giving you, I'm going to be dropping it in about 1 hour's time. Now I don't get to upload it from this, but there's free Wi-Fi going about here. That's why I'm allowed to do this. I've got free Wi-Fi right now. So you should be pressing like, because I came here so I could get free Wi-Fi so you could see me and listen to this. So press like and subscribe. Unless you're a Freemasonic, bought out, sell out piglet. Unless you're a Catholic cult member. And listen, see if you're trying to just infiltrate the pigs. You can let me know that as well, because I do have a few Eastern Star willing to speak. I do have a few Freemasons willing to speak. And I've got lots of ex-Catholics willing to speak. Lots of us are leaving the demons. Lots of are leaving. We're leaving the pool of demon spawn. Lots of us are leaving. If you want to leave the pool of demon spawn, if you can see through the illusion, if you can see through that thin veil, press a like, press subscribe, and then make me a millionaire from the Google algorithms. You idiots. Fools. Every one of these guys making money from Google, they do what the predators say. Every one of them. There's no one making money from this that's not doing what the predators say. They're self-deleting, they're self-editing because they do what the predators say. So they can make tenors, so they can make money. I'm having 18 likes, no one's ever going to buy me. They've sold my children to a Polish beast, funded through the Scottish beasts. Wait a minute, does this guy want no friends? He's talking about the Freemasons and the Catholic. I couldn't care less. I want to protect you if you protect children. If you have children and I think you're not going to, I'll go through you. And we need to become parents that deserve the title of mother and father. Not Polish beast and Babcha beast. We can't allow these women to abuse our children like this. I'm telling you where, I'm telling you when, I'm telling you who, I'm telling you how, I'm telling you the prosecutors, I'm telling you the people they go through, I'm telling you the method that funds their abuse of children. Oh, but at least you get 10 likes, Joe. Oh, 10 likes. Oh, I can stick that in my soul and go, God, I get 10 likes today. Can I feel good for 10 minutes? God will say, bolt! Go and face these beasts. Face your transgressors. Face the demons. And don't take any of their muck. Don't be drinking their alcohol. Don't be smoking their devil's lettuce. Don't be taking their fags. Just leave them alone. They're beasts. And whenever you ask and they rub it in, just go, do you know what? Keep it, my friend. You can have that for me. There's that. You can have a smile and you can have that. What? Food to eat? Don't need it, my friend. Don't need it. Fake brotherhood, fake friendships. Don't need them. Don't need you Catholic cult members. Don't need you. Don't need you Freemasonic lying fake mates. Oh, I went to my meeting with the Freemasons, I told them. It's for all old men stuff. This is old men stuff. I'm not going to be doing this. It's up to me. You're bought and paid for. You're bought and paid for. What, did you get the nice wee jobs? Did you get jobs easy? That's what they do, they help you out. Oh, he's not on his feet. Oh, we'll give him a wee horn. Yeah, I know this guy that can help you out with this. This man can help you out. This woman will help you out here. The Freemasons have always got that, haven't they? The Freemasons have always got that. Their sticky little fingers and thumbs. Abuse. Abuse. You're going to get what's coming to you. Erica Kirk, if there's anything behind that smile that I can't trust, the laughs and giggles that I don't understand, after watching a man you supposedly loved blown to pieces. Either you've got just great recovery or something very, very dark and demonic has happened to you or was planned with you. My ex is the same. She's a dark and demonic beast, a witch and a liar. So is her mother. The DAIU assisted, the Domestic Abuse Investigation Unit, assisted in the abduction and abuse of my children. The Scottish Police Scotland assisted in this. This is court documented, not out of my mouth, out of the child abusing the liar. She couldn't wait to distance herself. She could not wait to distance herself from child abuse. So she stuck in everybody that assisted her. She stuck them in because she will stick you in as well. She sticks her own children in. She has their veins and arms pricked by pricks who abuse and kill and murder. The biggest murderers, she supports them because she gets what she wants as a woman. And what is that? I don't know what it is. What's worth the abuse of your children, women? You effeminate boy men. What's worth the abuse of your children, you effeminate little boy men? Huh? I've done this too much. In fact, I think I've done it not enough, but I've done it too much. For my mental health, I've done it too much. For you to actually catch on, I've not done this enough. We need to be speaking about the Freemasonic Catholic cult members and the sororities and fraternities because it's mainly women abusing these days. They've got your brothers and friends. They've got your brothers and they've got your friends. They might have your mother and granny too. The Eastern Star, that's the growing beasts. The Eastern Star are the ones that are fed. They're fed with money, they're fed with everything. They're fed with abuse of children. They're fed with one wee paedophile up the top. And all the women follow the paedophile process. As long as you sell children out, as long as you kill your partner, as long as they don't get of a father. Go, come and take what I've got left. Come and take the remainder. Come and take the remainder of what I have left. Go on. Go on. Friends. Go on, brothers. Go on, cousins. We're all a little bit crazy. Maybe not as much as I am. And I've had it all before. I hear it every day. There's 80 of you here. I don't know why there's 80 of you here. They must be here just to hear me singing the outro. Yeah? You want a little bit of crazy? You better hit the like button right now. If you want to hear the singing at the end, you want to hear a mentally ill Scottish guy sing about being crazy? Press like right now. And subscribe, you might hear it tomorrow or the next day. Go on, press the damn button. You press the wee thumb thing. I want to feel good inside my stomach right now if I'm going to start singing for you. Beasts, that's it. More of you can press it too, not just one of you. More of you press it. Here we go. Crazy, what a wonderful way to be. You see the change? Imagine all the possibilities if the whole world was just like me. Ooh, 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 crazy, crazy. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I got a feeling deep inside they'd all like to be just like me. Crazy, crazy. Matthew, Ava, no matter what they think, Daddy has always loved you and he would never go out his way to hurt anyone. Be careful. Be careful what they're doing. Be careful what they say to you. And brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, be careful and look after your children. I love you. I really do. I care for you.